empty pockets or polluted lakes. I have to believe in the sun because I've been so exposed to rain. So don't you take heaven away from me. It's the only thing keeping me sane. Hate peels off your walls, don't it? Well, maybe the next time they paint hate to me, they'll put some primer on it. I pour out my passion like water in a fountain. And if these rocks keep falling down on me, it must mean I'm getting closer to the top of this mountain. So don't get comfortable at the top. Everything hot eventually melts. I reject mediocrity like thugs reject belts. I've been down so long, and it seems like no one cares. But they'll know when I'm coming through, because when I woke, I'll light up squares. Billie Jean is not my lover, but I'm a detective undercover. I may smile and shake your hand, but I can tell a fake from a real brother a mile away. They used to say I had ADD, but there's nothing wrong with me. They just said that to keep from understanding the purpose down within me. They said I didn't play well with others. Well, maybe the others didn't play well with me. Maybe the other kids just did not recognize individuality. There's an envelope in there and I don't want it. It's just somebody asking me for money and a letter with my name on it. My life has had rentals and leases, but I'm ironing it down to its creases, and I can feel all my sacrifices coming back to me in little pieces. I got the chance to walk to the museum of my life just to see how all the pictures of my past now look like art to me. They've been shaping me and building me, preparing me and declaring me innocent, because back then I didn't know any better. I was already in a pool of hot water, but determined to get even wetter. I asked my destiny out on a date. She swears I never met her, but I want her. Guess I keep sweater. I can see life more clear. I can see life more clearly now than ever before. Like the calmness after the storm. The winds aren't blowing anymore. My life has been shackled and broken. Words that were now spoken. And I told you I'm a poet. And you expect me to write like I'm Langston Hughes. Well, I respect the greatest of the art. Please, I've paid my dues. I can't afford those new yays, but there's a light in every pen I use outright. And sometimes I get pounds in my head like thunder from people telling me to get a real job. They say ain't no real money in this genre, but I told them I will just have to try, because all I know, if I don't get this message out of my belly, I just may die from the cracks in my spirit, which widen and stretch, and they don't care if nobody else in the world wants to hear it. It just has to come out of me. Even if they cut the tongue in my mouth out of me, I will just become a mime posted on the corner of Bourbon and Canal. Maybe somebody will throw a quarter in a bucket just to watch me display my mind. I'm out to get it, like a man fresh out of jail, finally getting some, but can't quit it. There's a roar in my spirit. My eye has a tiger in it. I've heard every prediction about me. They're not true. If you're standing under my, I'm standing on so many footstools from my haters. It looks like I grew 6 inches taller than you. If you're standing under my goal, either move or I'll have to LeBron you. There is no earthquake under your feet. Those are just lyrics leaking from my mind, shaking the ground as I speak, like hips that pop and drop to that beat, like nicks on windshields for winter sleep. I'm not trying to compete. I'm just a poet who's trying to eat. So don't leave the venue without buying one of my CDs.
Yeah. I ain't killing that shit.
Now, I'm serious about my We only got 168 hours in a week, and in those 7 days, life feels confined. And even though we all want to change the world, sometimes it's hard just getting the bills paid on time. But this is that piece that makes a poet cry and drop to his knees. Because I refuse to sell my soul to get famous and hang around people whose art is beneath me and their minds are closed. I'm a poet. It means I find art in everything from music to the weather. And now that Obama's back in office again, I just believe things are about to get better. I can feel the scattered pieces coming together. I'm a poet. I connect people to God. So you can call me a plug. And I pray before I speak. So me and Lance Armstrong use performance drugs. You can cut off my hands and you can cut off my legs, and I still spit the same, because I don't really need phalanges. The talent is in my brain. I'm a poet. I bring content to the track. By the time I'm done, I leave the whole room asking who that. They call me heRO44, and I rep my city so the whole world knows I'm from the city that brought you Lil Wayne. I'm from that city that brought you gumbo. I'm from that city that brought you Popeyes. I'm from that city that brought you Copeland's. I'm from the city that brought you Ellen DeGeneres. I'm from the city that brought you Eli and Peyton Manning. I'm from the city that brought you Sonny Patterson. I'm from the city that brought you Shakespeare, Tank and the Bangers. I'm from the city that brought you Team Snow. They call me heRO44 because I'm a hero for my sons. I'm teaching them to use the thoughts in their minds like guns. Caliber 44. I'm a heavy hitter and I swear it's the same number that Reggie Jackson and Hank Aaron had to wear. I swear it's the same number that Floyd Little and Jim Brown and Ernie Davis were forced to share. Caliber 44. And I rock my number in black and gold because it's the number that my city claimed its first Super Bowl. King says we're free at last. Well, maybe so, because all I know is that 44 is also the number of the best president this country has ever had. I don't expect you to read my heart, so I show it. They call me Bruce Leroy because I glow it. I got a garden full of poems in my mind, I grow it. Don't get it twisted, I ain't conceited. I'm just blessed and highly favored, and I know it. Hate grows around me, but I know it. There's a power growing deep inside me, like a storm within my soul. I'm not obese, that's just the word that God put in my gut that makes my belly look swollen. If by some chance I miss heaven and spend the rest of my life in a nightmare, demons would have to kick me out of hell because I would bring light down there. Any single women in the house now? Now, I ain't no prophet, and I'm not a medium, but I have been told that if you buy one of my CDs and play it in your car, rich men come looking for you. Now, that's what I've been told, you know, so single women, maybe you ought to buy 2 or 3 of them, maybe you get 2 or 3 men to come looking for you.